Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with Dezemberträume by Palfly Kampling. So, we have normal 6x6 Sudoku rules. That means in each row, each column, and each 2x3 box, we are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. We have these music notes in the grid as well, and they are ambiguous. They are each is either a arrow or a thermometer. And so, how does that work? Well, let's say this one was an arrow. If it was an arrow, then we treat this as the sum of the digits on its line. So the circle is the sum of the digits on its line. So say this was 2, 3. 2 plus 3 is 5. We'd put a 5 there. If this was 2, 4. 2 plus 4 is 6. We put a 6 there. If it was 1, 4, they'd add a 5. That's how arrows work. Or it could be a thermometer. And the way thermometers work is from the circle, we have to strictly increase as we move along the line. So if this was 2, this has to be bigger than 2, maybe like a 4. And then now this has to be bigger than 4, a 5 or a 6. So as long as we're strictly increasing, we're good. What I can't do is 2, 4, 3, because 3 is not bigger than 4. Even though it's bigger than 2, it's not bigger than 4. So we are not strictly increasing if we do that. So it's up to us to determine case by case which of these notes are arrows and which of these notes are thermos. And that's it. Those are the rules. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself. And I'm going to get started right now. All right. Well, the first thing I'm seeing is this is too long to be an arrow. Not just too long. It's just, the sum would be too big, right? The minimum I could put here is 1, 2, 3 because I can't repeat. And then the minimum here is 1. And 1, 2, 3 adds to 6 plus another 1 is 7. And there is no 7 in the puzzle to fill there. So this is a thermo. I'm just going to color the bulb green just to remind myself that I've determined it's a thermo. And so this is the way we pencil this is we can go, there's a few ways to think about it, but the way I like to do it is just start with 1 here and then count up. We count up to 5 and then start with 6 here and then count down 5, 4, 3, 2. And then if there's anything in between, fill it out. So, but this is actually, we have 1 degree freedom. So this is what we fill that with. I'm immediately seeing in this column that we need a 6 somewhere. So the 6 ends up in one of these two. Now, I think that 6s are going to be really important in this puzzle because by putting a 6 on the line, we've proven it's not an arrow. Because if the 6 is on the line, then we're going to add to more than 6. And that's not going to be an arrow. And then also, like 6 can never be second to last then. Because if it's not an arrow, then it's a thermo. And thermos can only put 6 on the tip. So this is our 6. And then now we know this is a thermo. So it's a 4 length. So we have 2 degrees of freedom. So what we can do is we can go 1, 2, 3. And then we can start with the biggest here, 5, 4, 3. And we fill in the middle, 4, 3, 2. All right. So this is a thermo. So that's also green. The kind of the corollary, that the other thing to think about is 1s. Because if we force like a 1 onto the line, then it can't be a thermo. Because with thermos, 1s can only be at the start. So maybe we should think about 1s and 6s somewhere. How can we do that? If this was an arrow, it would have to be 1, 2, 3 adding to 6. If it was a thermo, this would be 1, 2, 3. Seems open. I mean, it ends at 5 though. So actually this would be 1, 2, I think. So if this was a thermo, we'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 is our maximum. So 5, 4, 3, 2. So this would be how we'd pencil it as a thermo. If it was a arrow, this would be a 6, and these would have 1, 2, 3 as an option. Wonder. So is there somewhere else to look then? Did this 6 felt like an important deduction, but I'm not seeing how. More arrow versus thermo on these maybe? More 1s or 6s. Is there anything with 1s or 6s that might be helpful? I'd love to like make 3 not possible here because I get a 1, 2 pair. It would do a lot, right? So we should think about 3 and see if this would be 3, this would be 4, this would be 5. I just don't, I don't see it as being, oh, you know what I do see though is 1 in this column. Oh, okay. 1 in this column can only go here, right? And 2 in this column can only go here now, because this is 3, 4, or 5. So that makes this a 6, and so it has to be an arrow. We'll use purple for arrow. So that's not 1, that's not 2, that's not 3. All right, so now 3 in this column goes here. All right. Well, yeah, I should have paid more attention to this column, I guess. This is 4 or 5. Okay, so there's a 5 down here, which means there's a 5 up here. We know this isn't 5. So 5 is one of these two. And that means it's a thermo, because we can't add to 6. The best we could do is 1 plus 5 is 6, but there's no, the 6 is in the row already. And since 6 can't be at the end of the thermo, the 5 has to be at the end of the thermo. All right, so this is a thermo. We'll call it green. So smallest is 2, 3. Biggest is 4 here. So that's a 2, 3 pair. 3, 4 pair. Places the 3 down here. And this is a 4, 5 pair. So this is a 4, 5. All right, so we're, yeah, thinking about 6s again. Where's 6 in this column? It goes in one of these two, and as we proved, that actually just forces it to be a thermo with a 6 at the end. So that's green. Do I pencil this? I don't know. Well, this cell here, actually, we just pencil this column, 1, 2, 3. This can't be 3. Oh, this is the 3. And this can't be a 1 because it's a thermo, right? So that's our 2, and that's our 1. All right, that gives us 2 and 1 down here. We still haven't looked at this one, but let's do Sudoku. This is 4, 5. This is 4, 5. I get the feeling this is going to resolve a bunch of 4, 5s, but we'll see. I'm wondering about the 6 down here, whether it's forced onto here or not. I don't see why it would be. If it was, 6 would be here, and this would be a thermo. Let's see. 2, 3 pair. 2, 3, 4, 5. We need the 1 and the 6 up here. There might be just some Sudoku I'm missing. This is 1, 2, 6. These are like linked, right? We're going to have a 2, 3 and a 3, 4. Because the 3 is going to force a 4, which then forces us to be 2, 3 by Sudoku. Or the other way around. I don't know if that matters. Maybe we should just think about this then. So if it was a thermo, this could be a 1, but it can't be 2 or 3. Okay, it wouldn't be able to be a 4, right? If it was a 4, this would be 5, 6, and then there'd be too many 5, 6s in this row. Oh, okay, so what I'm actually noticing is there's a 1 on here. Again, pay attention to the 1s and 6s. All right. So with a 1 on here, this has to be an arrow, because you can't have a 1 later in the thermo. So if this is an arrow, then what is it? We need... Okay, well, if it's an arrow, there's no 6 on it. So the 6 goes here. It's not a 6. So this is 1, 4, 5. So it's either 1 plus 4 or 1 plus 5, meaning this adds to either 5 or 6. Oh, it can't be a 5. There's a 5 in the column. So this adds to 6 with a 5 and a 1 here then. That's 4 and 5. That's 5. That's 4 and 5. Did resolve the 4, 5. So that's 5. That's 4. That's 2, 1, and 6. That's 3, 4. That's 2, 3. Up here, we need the 1 and the 4. That's 4 and 1. And then up here, we need 2, 3, and 4. So that's 2, that's 3, that's 4. Nice puzzle, Palfly. Yeah, definitely the 1s and 6s led us through everything. I just kept forgetting to look for the 1s and 6s. Just some sneaky corner marks I was missing. Like this 1 ending up down here. This 6 ending up on here. Yeah, that seems very purposeful, doesn't it? All right, cool. Well, let me know how you did. And if you enjoyed this, why don't leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.